Hello my friends, welcome to our channel e-learning A to Z. In this lecture, we are going to discuss on compression member. So here we are going to start the example 2. The given example number 2. Design a single angle strut connected to the gusset plate to carry 180 kN factored load. The length of the strut between center to center connection is 3 meter. So let's start the solution part. Here we have to design a single angle strut. See, an angle strut belongs to buckling class C. If you see the table number 10 of IS 800 2007, for channel section, for angle section, T section, etc., the buckling class is always C. So remember, this is not the whole table. I have placed only a small part of the table. So next, to start the design process, first of all we have to assume the design compressive stress of the steel member, which is denoted by FCD. To assume FCD, we have to remember some steps. The first step is for roll steel beams, next is for angle strut. So here we have to follow the second point. For angle strut, the slenderness ratio varies from 110 to 130. Hence, design stress for such members may be assumed as 90 Newton per mm square. So as we are going to design the angle strut, we have to assume design compressive stress as 90 Newton per mm square, that is FCD is 90. Next we have to calculate effective area of cross section required for the angle strut, which is AE. We know that PD, which is the design compressive strength, is equal to effective area multiplied by design compressive stress. So our required effective area AE equal to PD by FCD. So here PD will be assumed as the given factored load, that is 180 kilonewton. So if I convert to Newton, I have to multiply it by 10 cube. Then FCD is 90. So required effective area of cross section is 2000 mm square. So next step is we have to try one angle section from our steel table or IS 808. So in last some problems we used steel table, but in this problem I want to show you using IS 808. So if I follow the table number 5.1, we have adopted an angle 90 into 90 into 12, means 90 into 90 are the leg sizes of the angle and 12 is the thickness. If I try with that angle, it has cross sectional area 20.2 centimeter square. So if I convert it to mm square, the effective cross sectional area AE will be 2020 mm square. Now for ISA 1990-12, radius of gyration. So here the radius of gyration will be taken as the minimum one. So if you see, these four are the radius of gyrations for the angle. So among these four, 1.74 centimeter is the minimum. So that will be taken as radius of gyration for the angle. which is 17.4 mm. Now assuming strut to be connected to the gusset plate with at least 2 bolts. See, if it is the angle strut, in one side it is connected to one gusset plate, in the other side also it is connected to another gusset plate. So we have assumed it is connected at least 1 bolt on each side. So then this connection will be resembled to both ends hinged. Because we have placed bolt on 2 ends of the strut, so it will be like both ends hinged. So its effective length will be taken from table number 11, which is 1.0 L. Okay, so effective length KL equal to 1.0 L, which is taken from table number 11. So effective length is 3000 mm, as actual length of the strut is 3000 mm or 3 meter. So slenderness ratio of the angle strut lambda, which is KL by R, means ratio of effective length to radius of gyration. Effective length is 3000 mm, radius of gyration is 17.4. So slenderness ratio will be 172.41. Referring to table 9C of IS 800-2007, for lambda equal 172.41 and Fy equal 250 Newton per mm square. So if you see the table number 9C, this is for design compressive stress FCD for column buckling class C. Our slenderness ratio KL by R is 172.41. So it will be in between 170 and 180. In our design, the yield stress is 250. So our design compressive stress FCD will be in between 48.1 and 43.6. So we have to interpolate in between 48.1 and 43.6 to get the value of design compressive stress for slenderness ratio 172.41. So here I have interpolated. For 170, design compressive stress is 48.1, and for 180 design compressive stress is 43.6. So if I have to calculate the value for 172, so it will be like this: 48.1 minus, why minus? Because from 48.1 to 43.6 it is decreasing. Okay, since our value of slenderness ratio is more than 170, so it will be less than 48.1. So I have put the sign minus. 48.1 minus 43.6 divided by this 10, difference between 180 and 172, and it is multiplied by 172.41 minus 170. So FCD will be calculated as 47.02 Newton per mm square. So it is the design compressive stress for slenderness ratio 172.41. Then we have to calculate the design compressive strength, which is PD. If you see the clause number 7.1.2, PD is equal to AE into FCD. What is AE? It is the effective sectional area. for angle ISA 90, 90, 12, already we have written the area of cross section is 20, 20, and FCD we have calculated as 47.02. So design compressive strength of the angle strut will be 94980.4 Newton, but it is less than P, means 180,000 Newton. See, if you follow the clause number 7.1.2, P should be less than PD, but in this case we have seen P is greater than PD, so the condition is not satisfied in this case. Hence the angle section is to be redesigned. Let's try with another angle, which is ISA 130, 130, 10 mm. So as the previous angle has not satisfied the given factored load, so we have to try with the another angle. So for 130, 130, 10 mm, for that angle, this angle, our cross sectional area is 25.1 centimeter square, that is 2510 mm square. For that angle, the minimum radius of gyration is 25.7 mm. So these are also taken from the table 5.1 of IS 808. So instead of using the IS 808, you can also use steel table. Okay. Now slenderness ratio lambda is equal to KL by R, means effective length, which is 3000 divided by least radius of gyration 25.7. So it is calculated as 116.73. Referring to table 9C of IS 800 2007, for lambda equal 116.73 and Fy equal 250 Newton per mm square, FCD equal, so here our lambda is 116.73. So if we see the table, our lambda will be in between 110 and 120. So corresponding value of FCD for 250 L stress is 94.6 and 83.7. So we have to interpolate in between these two to get our design compressive stress. So here we have interpolated like we did in the previous step. So finally the FCD is calculated as 87.26 Newton per mm square. So next we have to calculate the design compressive strength PD. So same step we have to follow. Clause number 7.1.2, expression for PD is given, which is AE into FCD. So for angle 130, 130, 10, effective cross sectional area 2510 mm square, and FCD we have calculated as 87.26. So design compressive strength is calculated as 219,022.6 Newton. So which is greater than 18,000 Newton, means 180 kilonewton, which is the P. So here P is less than PD, means that this condition is satisfied. Hence our design is safe. Therefore provided ISA 130, 130, 10 mm as an angle strut. So this is all about the design of the angle strut for the given amount of factored load. So if you have any queries regarding this design problem, you can ask me at the comment section, or you can mail me to my mail address. So thank you for watching the video. If you have liked the video, please share it with your friends. Also, if you have not subscribed my channel for the regular updates, you can subscribe it. Thank you.